Welcome to this Pilates session. We are just using our body weight and a good grippy mat. Going to be focusing on lots of core and a little bit of like stretching and lengthening and mobility work in here as well today. So we're going to get started. We can walk out to our high plank. You can do this on your forearms as well. It's just not going to be quite as easy, I find, in a high plank. So holding here, turning on our core, drawing our shoulder blades together, elbows slightly bent just so that they're not locked. Neck is nice and long. And then we're going to press up into our downward facing dog. And you can pedal out your feet here a few times. Let's start connecting to our breath. In through the nose and out through pursed lips. For 3, 2, and 1. Flowing back into our high plank. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing into our downward dog for 5 more seconds here. You can pedal your legs or you can just hold. We have about 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back into our high plank. Again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to that downward dog. Really feel the stretch. Press through your fingers. For 3, 2, and 1. Flowing back to our plank. We're going to do it each time one more time. Holding here. Body's nice and tight. Belly's drawn in. For 3, 2, and 1. Last time in our downward facing dog for this flow. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I was going to say it might switch out of my socks, but we'll see. Let's walk our feet together in the center here of our high plank. We're going to lift our right leg up, reaching the right leg nice and long. We're going to think of lots of lengthening today. Bring it in, that right knee towards our nose. Pressing back, reaching right leg, still staying up. Right leg to left elbow. Right leg reaching up. Right leg's going to go to right elbow now. And reaching. We're going to do that one more time. So right leg's going to reach through to center. Lengthen, reach up. Right leg to left elbow. And lift. Last move here. Right leg, or right knee to right elbow. And lift. Reach nice and long. Pause for a second. Bring that right leg down, back to center. If you want to take a break, you can. I'm going to go right into the left side. So left leg's going to reach up nice and long. Left knee to center. Left leg reaches. Left knee to right elbow. And back. We're breathing throughout this. Left knee, left elbow. Left knee to center. Left knee is going to go to right elbow. Lengthen, and then left knee, left elbow. Last one. Reaching along. Bring your legs back down. You can drop your knees out nice and wide. We're going to press into a little child's pose here. Roll out your wrists. I guess since this is a Pilates class, we can call it a shell stretch. So you can rest your head down. Take a nice big inhale. Feel your back expand. And then exhale it all out. Walk yourself up. So we're going to give our wrists a little breather. I'm going to turn around here. So we'll start with some half rollbacks. So my feet are about hip distance apart, sitting up nice and tall. Arms are out, or arms can be behind your thighs. Prepare with an inhale. As you exhale, start to scoop that low tummy, drawing your belly button in towards your spine, leaning back about halfway. So we have this C curve with our spine, but our chest is nice and open. And then inhale to sit up. Exhale, curling our tailbone forward, rolling back, inhaling forward. If you need a little bit more assistance, you're finding this kind of difficult, keep your feet where they are, but think of bringing your heels towards your bum. That's going to turn on the backs of your legs to assist you a little bit more. But really think of that core doing the work, and also like not momentum. Oh, see, I've changed my breathing. As I always say, it doesn't, I mean, there are different positives and negatives of breathing at certain times, but as long as you always are breathing, don't get too concerned, like, when am I supposed to inhale? When am I supposed to exhale? One more here. And then coming up. So now I'm going to reach my legs out long. We're going to do full rollbacks. So you can stay in that bent knee position if you want to make it a little bit harder. Legs are going to come out nice and long. Squeeze your legs together to help. Press them into the mat to help you as well. Sitting up nice and tall. Prepare with an inhale. As you exhale, same idea. Curling that tailbone forward, scooping low belly. Belly button's drawn in, and we're going to roll down with control, bone by bone, through the spine, with our shoulders, neck, and then head. And then reaching nice and long. Get this stretch and lengthening I was talking about. Bring your arms up first, keeping your head down. Now when your arms are kind of over your chest here, nod your chin to your chest, curling up bone by bone. Squeeze your legs, press them into the mat. And then we're going to reach over our toes for a little stretch. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, inhale. Exhale, scooping, rolling back with control, bone by bone. Come all the way down, reach those arms, lift them up, then nod your chin to your chest so you're not like using your arms as like momentum. And reaching, getting this stretch. If knees need to be bent at all, as I said, definitely do that. Reaching, nodding up. Squeeze your legs into the mat and to each other for more assistance. But really think of your core doing the work. Nodding chin to the chest, curling up. And then on this last one, we're going to curl all the way down, and we're just going to stay down. And then do some stuff on the mat now. Or on our backs. I guess the whole thing is on the mat, duh. Okay. So since we're kind of stretching, doing some core work, we're going to do our single leg stretch. So legs are coming up to tabletop, finding that neutral spine, neutral spine. So we have that little natural curve beneath our low back. I'm going to, let's all nod our chins to our chest, curling up here. And we're just going about this far. So my bra band is still on the mat, but my tops of my shoulders are off the mat. And my head is lifted. My torso is going to stay like this now. It's not going to move for the move. My legs are going to be doing most of the moving. So you're going to take your hands beside kind of one shin. You don't want to be grabbing right at the kneecap, just a little bit beside the shin. We're going to hug one knee in towards our chest as the other reaches long. This is called single leg stretch because you really want to think stretch here. Like you're stretching, getting that nice stretch in the bent knee. And then you're going to switch sides, tugging in and stretching. So as you can see, my torso, I'm not like flexing up and down. It's staying still. I'm keeping my neutral spine. So I'm not flattening my back. And I'm trying to keep my ribs in the same kind of position as usual. They're not popping up. And of course, the lower that you go with your leg, a little bit more challenge. So meet your body where it is. If you need to be kind of up here today in order to maintain that neutral spine, you do that. Feeling that stretch. And our chin is lifted off of our chest. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, Last one. And then you can rest your head down. We'll do some reverse crunches, give our neck a little break. So legs again coming to tabletop. Now this time you are going to be flattening your back when you bring your knees up. So I'll show you one. So arms can be by your side or they can be at a T, wherever's comfortable for you. And we are going to, let's think about this, prepare with an inhale. As you exhale, scooping that low belly, tucking the tailbone, and then you're lifting your tailbone just slightly off the mat, and then inhaling, back to start. Exhaling, scooping, lifting that tailbone, inhaling. So really think of your low belly doing the work here. Try not to just think of like momentum, like swinging your body around. A little bit harder is hands off the mat. Hardest is arms off the mat. And then also if you want to take it up a notch, you can do a reach with your legs. On your inhale, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach, exhale. If this is too much, again, like maybe today you're just working on like bringing your knees down a bit and then just kind of coming up a little bit. Meet your body where it is, especially if you have any like neck issues, back issues, you don't want to be doing the lifting of your tailbone. We've got 3 more here. And 2. Drawing in that belly button each time. Last one. And then you can hug your knees. If you want to come up, you can with your head. Just whatever feels good. Rocking side to side. Okay, so we're going to go back to our kind of stretching move. So similar as to what we did with the single leg stretch, but we're going to be doing some scissors. So both legs are going to lift up towards the ceiling to your best vertical. You're going to again lift your head and your tops of your shoulders. So my bra band staying down, finding that neutral spine. So if you need to bend your knees more to find that neutral spine, that's cool. And we're going to be taking our hands behind one thigh. One leg lowers as you tug in your other leg for that stretch. And in Pilates, we always do things in 2s. So you're going to go tug, tug, switch sides. Tug, tug, switch sides. Tug, tug. If you want a little bit more stretch, maybe you're a little bit more flexible, you can grab behind your calf and do tug, 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 tug. Always breathing. Thinking of that core nice and tight. If somebody was going to come by and punch you, you're nice and firm there. And checking in. How's your jaw? Is it relaxed? How are your shoulders? Are they up by your ears? And we've got 6, 5, 4, 3. Really reach with these last 2 nice and long. And last 1. And then, actually, we'll do some knee sways. So let's drop our feet about the width of our mat. Dropping knees towards one side. Just a little lower back twist. And then drop them to the other side. I have something in the way, so I have to kind of move. And then back to center. Okay, so to bring ourselves up onto our sides, we're going to do a little rocking. So you can grab either behind your thighs or on your shins. We're going to tuck our chin towards our chest and rock up. If you can, bonus points, balance on your butt here with your feet slightly lifted, because we're going to go rock and roll a few times here. So nodding chin to the chest, rolling back bone by bone, head comes down and coming up. So really think of your core doing the work here. Obviously momentum's going to play a bit of a factor, but really think of core doing the work. It's kind of just like a nice back massage. This is a classical Pilates move. Joseph Pilates, I'm doing lots of classical Pilates moves actually today, but Joseph Pilates always had this in his sessions. 2 more. Last one. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna hover or balance if we can. I'm gonna give you a few options here. Okay, option one is feet on the mat, and you're gonna lean back part ways and you're just gonna hold there with your feet on the mat. Level two is maybe one leg comes up and you can alternate. Level three is both legs are up and we are holding here. This is like our teaser prep. Level four is legs are out straight, arms are reaching towards our toes, our chest is nice and wide. Think of lengthening through the crown of your head, lengthening through your feet. You got this. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little breather, come sit up. We're gonna do that 2 more times of holds of 5 seconds. So pick your poison, whichever level you're at today. We're gonna come back. Again, choose where you are. Think nice and long, chest is open. And we're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we have one more. Again, take a second here. And we're coming back. Reaching. Check in with your jaw and your shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's do some twisting. We haven't done any twisting yet, really. So, again, the levels for this one are kind of the same. Basically, level 1 is you're leaning back, feet are on the mat. Hands can be however you like them. Some people like prayer hands, some people like hands together. And what we're going to be doing is twisting side to side. So it's like our Russian twist. While we're doing this, our feet and knees are staying still. That's level 1. Level 2 would be one leg up on each side, and then lower that leg down, switch to the other leg, and rotate. Hardest level, tabletop legs. Again, try to keep your lower body relatively still as we're twisting. Really think of your chest twisting. More so, it's not just like your arms going side to side. It's that twist in your chest that is getting those obliques going. Breathing. 6, 5, 4. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, those are killer. Okay. We're going to do a little side plank because, again, they're just so good for you. And today, actually, I'm going to do rotation again, just because, again, it's so good. So my elbow is beneath my shoulder, as always. I'm squaring my hips and shoulders forwards. You can do this on your knees, 1 foot, 2 feet, feet stacked, your choice. We're going to lift up. Draw in that belly nice and tight. I'm going to do the threading the needle, the twisting today. So I'm reaching my arm up and then twisting, reaching under and reaching up. Twisting torso and up. Think of that bottom waist lifting you up. Obviously your back muscles, shoulder, all that are helping. Think of that waist. We've got 4, 3, and then we're just going to go to the other side. 2, last 1. Make it your best 1, and then lower with control. And we'll go to the other side. You can just roll over if you want. I'm just going to switch over here. So same thing, 8 again on the other side. Elbow is beneath shoulder, squaring my body. Taking a second here to catch my breath. Lifting up, reaching top arm long, and twisting, threading the needle, and up. You got it. That core is turned on. I hope you can't hear my tummy. I'm really hungry. It's making some funny noises. We've got 3 more. And 2. And last 1. Lowering down with control. Coming up. Okay. Just a couple more moves. So we are going to, I'm going to go back to my other side, just again, give my left arm a little bit of a break. My right arm, so I'm up on my knees here. Knees are about hip distance apart. I'm going to plant my right hand down. My left leg, this is option 1 is left leg stays on the floor. Option 2 is left leg is up. What you want to do in this position too is you want to try to keep your knee, hip, and shoulder all in a line as if you're between 2 panes of glass. So basically you don't want to be like sitting your butt back towards your heel. You want to try to keep your butt forward, hips forward. And we're going to do our star reach. So reaching arms and legs far apart, get that stretch, and then crunching in, left elbow towards left knee, reaching and crunching. Get that nice length. Now the hardest part for this move is to keep those hips forward. When you're doing the crunch, it's not like when you're bending here, your butt will go back a little bit, but just being mindful, you don't want to be fully sitting your butt back. We've got 3 more on this side. For 3. 2. Make this one your best one. Reach nice and long and then crunch it in. And then carefully coming up, and we will switch to the other side. So planting left hand down now. I kind of would just start to tap my foot out just to get a nice line, again thinking of between 2 panes of glass. Reaching other arm overhead nice and long in that side body stretch, and then crunching in, elbow towards knee. Both sides of the waist are working. Your bottom waist towards the mat to hold you up and stabilize, and then also that top waist when we're crunching in. If you feel it a little bit in your supporting leg, that's normal as well. Obviously it's supporting your body. Nice and long, using our breath. We've got 3 more here for 3. And 2. And last 1. And then coming in, we'll take a little breather. Okay, we're coming back to our planks. Oh, something's in my eye. Okay, we're coming back to our planks just for kind of one exercise and then a little bit of a stretch. So for this one, yeah, your hands are about shoulder width apart, maybe even a little bit wider. Your feet are going to be wider than your normal plank. So we're starting in our high plank position, pressing up, piking our hips up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to take one hand towards the opposite ankle. If you don't fully touch the ankle, that's okay. You can maybe reach towards the knee or the shin. Coming back, and you can place that hand down when you're in your pike. Come back to your plank. Other side, you're going to pike up, tapping hand to opposite ankle. If you want to make this harder, you'd pike up, tap, and then try to keep this hand lifted as you come back to your plank, and then tap down. Lifting other hand, piking up, kind of like one-handed plank here. Just does a little bit more, you know, for the back, chest, and arm, and your core has to work a little bit harder. Nice and controlled. And as we're doing this, our hips aren't wobbling side to side. So I'm not like dipping a hip down to one side. Staying nice and controlled through center. We've got 4 more here. Or whatever you need to do to make it even, if that's like 5 for you. Or I guess you could cheat and do 3. Last 2 for me. And last 1. Again, we'll just give our wrists and shoulders a little break. My wrists always need a break from holding my kid. I've been getting that mommy kind of wristy issue. Well, it's been months, but you know. Okay, and then now we're just going to kind of stretch it out. So, well, I mean, it's a stretch, but also working. So we're in our hands and knees are quadruped position. Our knees are beneath our hips. Let's transfer the weight to our left hand, reach our right arm out, reach our left leg out. And you can hold here if this is a good challenge for you. If you do want to add on, we can do some pulses here. So core is drawn in, hips are square, shoulders are square, neck is nice and long. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring down that hand and leg. Transfer the weight to your right hand. Left arm's going to reach long. Right leg. Pulse in here. We did about 10 on this side. Or the other side, sorry. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to do 5s on each side since you know what we're doing. So again, draw in that core, neutral spine, neck is long, reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Other side reaches. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one on each side. Reaching, stretch. Feel that diagonal stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Keep those hips level. I know I was starting to wobble. Reaching. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Let's open our knees and sit back into a shell stretch. Oh my God, try to say sit back into a shell stretch. Ugh. You can rest your head. I'm just not, so that I don't like muffle my audio here. You can sway side to side. Let's walk our hands over to one side of the mat and really feel that side body stretch. And then walk our hands over to the other side body stretch. We'll come up and we'll do a little bit of some bending and stretching. So I'm going to sit on my mat with my feet the width of my mat. Knees can be bent if you need to. We'll be doing a little bit of, I can't even think of the word, is this helicopter? Sure. We're going to turn to one side, back to center, turn to the other side, back to center. Now we're going to turn, oh no, it's saw. My brain's not working today. And then we're going to think pinky finger to baby toe. And again, in Pilates, we do everything in 2, so you're going to go 1, 2, like you're sawing off your toe with your pinky. I don't know, I guess that's why it's called saw. Coming up, twisting to the other side, other pinky to toe, twist, twist. Coming back, if you want to add on, you can flip your back hand, thumb down, look at that hand behind you. 1, 2, sitting up nice and tall. 1, 2, one more on each side. 1, 2, other side. 1, 2. And then we'll just do a little bit of side bending. You can stand for this or sit, whatever feels nice. Reaching one arm up, side bending over, getting that side body stretch for those obliques we worked, and our back muscles. Other side, reaching. And then we'll just do a little bit of seated cat-cow. So hands behind your head. And we're going to open up our chest towards the ceiling, arching our back. Weight of the head is in our hands. And you just relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Everybody hunches them up here. And then we'll just flexion down. And then coming back up. Opening up your chest. Nice and relaxed. Coming down. And then we'll just finish with one more here. Really stretching out that core that we worked really hard. As always, thank you for joining me, making me motivated to get on the mat and do a good workout today. Let me know if you like this video, what else you want to see, and you can always subscribe to my channel if you're not, and check out some other videos, and I hope to see you next time.